Hello everybody, this is Prismfighter and I am here on YouTube playing game number 1000 for beaten. I'm going for my 1000th beaten right now. I'm going to play through Kirby's Adventure. Now I tried playing through it before and for some reason I didn't get around finishing it, but this is a game I've always enjoyed from my childhood and I thought it'd be a good one to finish. We're not going to go 100%. We're just going to go straight through the stages. That's all we got to do to get the bean medal. So, this is going to be a lot of fun. Wanted to play something calm, so let's get right to it. I'll explain the game for some of those that have never really played it. Because some people have not played this game, believe it or not, as popular as it was. So, get out of the way. There we go. Alright, you got Kirby here, this cute little pink guy. You can suck with B. Then you can shoot it out, so you can go like that. He blocked me there, but you get the point. So, what you can do is to get over this, you can push up, get over, you can pop with B, or you can have the fire guy do it for you. And you can, actually, I'll show you while I'm here, you can double tap right if you're going right, double tap left if you're going left, and you can run. So I'm going to be doing that a little bit. I'm going to speed run some of this. I'm also going to try to get some advice along the way and stuff and make it fun here, but here we go. Oh, didn't get me this time, did you? Alright, and then the door. Alright, we're going to pop him. I'm not going to warp into too many things. For some bosses and stuff I will, but not a lot. Oh, we're going to go in here. Hopefully I'll get into my rhythm, get some extra lives, but this game shits them anyways, so I'm not too worried. Hence the crane game. So this is almost like one of those crane games you would see in about anywhere. Walmarts and stuff. You just gotta go here, you push, hold A until you get to where you want to go, then you let go of A, the game does the rest. I don't think he's gonna make it. Oh, he will! That's 2 lives right there. And we're going to go for it again. And you can tell sometimes where the crane lands. Like right there, I don't think that's going to go. Oh, it is. Sometimes it won't go when he's like that. So I don't think I'm going to have too much trouble with lives or anything. There are continues. But, you know, I would rather have the extra lives. Little loud on mine here. There we go. These spike things they're not worth going for because you can't kill them. These cannons either. So, these stars just take you to the next area. And we're going to our first mini boss. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab one of these little birds here. And I'm going to just whack him with that. And that, oh, that was a bad shot. Alright. He's gonna jump over me. So you just wait. That's the thing with most of these enemies. You just wait for them to throw shit and then you throw it back. Very simple. And boom. Now I can push down and that gives me a crash, but I'm not going. I can use it like right here. I might have 1 or 2 sneaky ideas later on with those, and we'll talk about those when we get there. Do that. Alright, there's a little shortcut here. If you push up, you gotta push up to open doors. You push up right here. Sorry. Lump in my throat. Anyways, there's a 1 up there for the taking. We can get to level 1, we'll get 1, but we won't. That'll be 5,000 points for level 2. So we're going to go on the 1-3. Anyways, I always loved this game. You know, I remember playing this the first time as a kid in elementary school. I was like, after my parents got it for me for my birthday. I didn't even ask for it; they just got it, and I tell you, I didn't even know this game existed. I'll tell you something. This game's a lot of fun. I love using this right here. I'll show you a little shortcut. Kind of wastes time, but I'll show you. There's some bonus here. Gotta remember where it is. I think it's right. It's not here. Okay, I think it's right here. I thought there was one. Well, I think there is, but I'm just losing my mind. But anyways, this game was just so incredible. But the funny thing is, people think this is the first Kirby game to ever be made. And it isn't. It isn't the first Kirby game ever made. That goes to Kirby's Dream Land, which came out a year before 1992. And Kirby's Dream Land is a game I'd recommend for people that are not used to the older games or want to start in a Kirby series. I used to know the timing like this like crazy, but that's alright. And there's like a little museum where you can get like upgrades and stuff. This is what we're going to do. We're going to get him. And we're going to see if we can mess him up a little bit here. Mess up old Frosty. There we go. So yeah, if you know how to use certain things with certain bosses, it makes life a lot easier. But this game is not really, again, like I said, it's not that hard. There are a couple bosses later on that are a little bit hard to deal with, but again, not too bad. So right here, old Meta Knight's gonna give me a lollipop. Right up here's an extra life, and while you got the lollipop, it's the perfect time to get it. And just jump over, it's all good. I'm gonna try something here. Oh. We're still gonna try it. Wispy Woods is coming up next. Each stage has a maximum of 6 areas. That's not cool bonus areas. So we're already almost an eighth of the way through. There are 8 worlds, or levels as they call it. I'm gonna try it this way. Don't work. I'll show you the jet way of getting him. Or turn him into firewood. There we go. You're supposed to eat the apples that come from above. And like spit them back. Inhale and spit. But that's a lot more, the way we did was a lot more fun, so we're going to do it that way. Now, if you're wondering why my first boss didn't light, achievement didn't light, I think I made it through 4. The first one you'll see is when we get to beat Heavy Mole, which is the 5th box. It's the machine boss. So, I'm going to get rid of that for now. These coconuts can drive you nuts. I see what I did there. But they're not too bad. So. But yeah, I mean, I retired from RA and I came back. I was a little bit depressed. I had to think about some things, and I always think better when I'm doing something. Oh, we need to get him before he explodes there. No, you won't. Alright, there's a tornado. I'm not going to take Mr. Tornado here. I'm already leaking health here. Oh, okay. So we're going to go... Whee! Almost. We gift to 1, they do a little dance, you get 1 up. I think this is the egg stage. I'm going to get a little silent, but I'll explain this. You got to press, B opens, and I think A closes, something like that. If you catch a bomb, it's over. I like the music for this, though, so. Oh! Been a long time since I've done that one. I think if I fill that second row, I'll get one up, so hopefully we'll do better. I'll do, like, this second world. It's fun. Now, another thing you can do is you go down, and then A, you can slide in whatever direction you want. Ah. Alright. Now, we got Mr. Wheelnuts here. And he's not too bad. It's jump and dodge. But again, I'm going to try and make his life a living hell here. We're going to use fire so we can have a little distance here. Oh. And then I will use that. And that's Grand Theft Wheel right there, and there we go. And you can just cruise the rest of the stage. I'm going to go back while the game's good. That's alright. I hope everyone is watching is having a good day, good night, wherever it is, wherever you are. I'd rather do this in stream. I'm not really going to do any edits on this. Just go for it. See if we can get him. If there's any areas where I'm going to have a lot of issues, really, there's not a lot of areas later on. There are some, I will mention them when we get to them, but the bosses that could give me trouble are, Krakow can be a prick when he wants to be. That's World 4. But, oh, we're, a little RNGs is there, alright. I think already, this is, I don't think this is the most lives I've ever had, but it's up there. Because I always try to speed run through it a little more, so I'd always be a little more edgy. But since this is a run beat on YouTube, I'd rather do a nice formal run. I'll show you how to get into this shortcut, by the way. You gotta blow. Do that. Go in the door. And we're gonna take OET here. Now, the bad news is if you make it to the end of a stage of UFO, it's the only thing that you will not be allowed to use for more than one stage. I hate that. But I understand it does make some of the game very trivial, and Nintendo, of course being Nintendo, didn't want that. And how? So, always coolest weapon though. Can't help it. All the bells and whistles. Get in the door. That's mini boss, which is a bunch of little mini bosses. And you can't really do much in the UFO, I'll be real with you. And you want to watch up there in the top left corner, the little guy with the horns and the pitchfork. You want to watch him and grab him like that. One more guy, he should be easy to hit. That's the great thing about your suction, it can actually reach pretty far. Alright, I want to show you a cool little something you can do here. Do that. You can even do that. If you need to shoot up. There's one or two areas, like bonus areas, which you're not really going to see. To get to, you gotta do that, and there's one up. Just like that. It's been a handful of years since I played through this game, so there's a little dust, but it's a bit like riding a bike, though. I'll be honest. So here we go, 2-4. We're already almost through 2 worlds here, and we're gonna go down here. And guess what? Another one up. And this boss is not too bad. We'll talk about her in a little bit. Yeah, I think it's a her. Equal opportunity bosses here. Hey, if Samus back in the day could be a chick, hey, come on, man. Yeah. Equal opportunity employer. So, I'm going to take this guy. Wait for him to stop blowing fire here. And I'm just going to whip him up here. I'm just going to lick him up. Alright. And we're going to use this guy to kind of clear some way here. Everything has names. I don't know what all the names are. I know some of them, but we're going to do some here, and this is a little bit of physics and geometry. Shoot the corner. Oh, I did automatically. Another one up. We're wearing chicken dinner. We'll take it. I'll gain 1 bar. Not going to need a lot of energy for this boss, but we'll see how it goes. Alright. And you can... I'll show you something cool you can do here. Let me get him out of the way. When you're in the air, you can push down and you can go a little bit... it won't let me do it. Like that. And you can go down. So there's a little bit of stuff you can do. Another moon dance. That is live 18 right there. Oh boy. So 2-5. Those little axes right there, that's the arena. You just fight the mini bosses and stuff. That's not big. Let's see if I can get between everything. Like, there we go. Go over here, you can get a little mini juice. There you go, a little mini pep up, and just keep going. Alright, we're gonna see if we can grab one of these. I'll show you some here. When you get mix, you push down. I love that picture, by the way. You push down, and we'll get you some. I don't want high jump. I actually want wheel my way to the end of the stage, or as far as I can without getting hurt, because there is a limit here. So, right here is not a good place for wheels. There is a secret area here. See, that one door looks a little different, doesn't it? Go in. And there's not a lot in here, but still, just worth mentioning. I like Fireball. It's a good effective weapon. You gotta be careful where you point it, though. It's just, you can get hurt if it ends. So, show off high jump. This is one of the places. And Krakow is one of the places we'll have to show it. Actually, it's more of, we're going to be required to show it, or Krakow's going to find a way to kill me. And I'll explain that when we get to him. But I'm going to try to do something super duper crazy here. If I can make it to the end, we'll try it. We're going to try to tear the old painter a new one here. Make this a little bit easier. Sometimes you can make it a little angry doing shit like this, but the painter's going to go to one of these 4 easels. And, by the way, she's already about 2/5 down. Another bomb. That's something my dad used to do when he played this game. He got so bored he could play to the end. That's it. Now, she'll draw one and go, but like up in the top right hand corner, she'll draw like one kind of looks like you. She'll move before the picture's done. You can get hit. but she's not a hard boss to deal with. Now, the next boss at the end of this world, Butter Building, I'll tell you more about them. They can be a little bit difficult. They can actually be pretty difficult if you don't have a clue. And even if you do, they can just go out there and I might have kind of a silly idea already. But you can't see it, I got that little smirk on my face. But anyways, here's Mr. Robot. We're gonna hit him. Jump. Hit him again. If I went a little faster, I could got that. I don't know. That was a little risky. And you can catch stuff from the air. And I think we're going to go for a button here. We're going to go for one of the secret buttons here. Because it's right there. And you also get your energy back. Little James Brown there. Now if you go down here, now the buttons are up here. This is what the button looks like. So, they have different colors, but that's what they look like. So we're going to slide. And there you go. That gives us an arena, but I just wanted to show you how those work. Some of them will give you like cranes and stuff, and you can always use extra lives. They know it's a little early. Yep. Pardon me. Three, two. We're just gonna go up. Use a little Kirby shuffle, little speed there. I love these things. They're kind of cool. So there we go. Stay in the middle as much as you can. Keep staying in the middle. And up. That's a boss room. We're not gonna deal with that. I think that's a wheel. Just a wheelie, so we're not gonna deal with him. Now if it has a room where I think there's something that's important in there, that'll help us out a little bit, yeah. But we're not gonna fight a minute and a half for nothing here. Because I'll be honest, not trying to sound bad, but I don't know about you, I want to get my 1000th. Alright. Got it? Yep. You gotta kinda drop it about immediately. Okay, to throw we got... These guys can be a little painful if you don't know how to approach them. They're gonna make that look, get used to that, because that's what they're gonna look like. Kind of tuck in their face a little bit. Little ugly face. And although he does give you some, it's not something you really use unless if you just want to show off, in my opinion. It's one of the worst ones in the game. Some people might argue that, and you got a right to, but we're not going to deal with that. And we just got our 20th life. I think I've been in 20 a couple times, but man, I've never been to 30. So we're going to try to shoot for that goal. So far it's been a good run, but you know, things can happen. We're going to go 3-3. So yeah, trying to get to a smoother area so we can just chat a little bit here. But yeah, I came back from RA. Dodge these, they'll come off platforms. But I came back from RA. I don't know, I just wanted to... I've been working from home lately, and because the basement of our building where our office is flooded, so I've had to work a bit from home. I don't play during work. I do not. But it does give me a little extra time because I don't have to take a bus back or transportation or whatever. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to come back. There's not as many distractions. You know, I've had some stuff been thinking about, some life stuff, and things are going good. So another one up, and that's one of the shortest stages really in the game. So that's pretty easy. 3, 4. There's 6 in this one. I think all of them to the end have 6. So again, we're gonna go like lightning here. And guess who? Gotta watch you. I got 4 health, and these guys sometimes can be a bit sloppy. Can make you play sloppy, and you don't want to do that. Oh, missed it. There we go. And we're gonna go all the way up. And there's a 1-up in here, I think. There we go. And there we go. That's where using down will help you. Okay, that's 3, 4 down. We're gonna go 3, 5. I'll try the shootout. I'll show you what quick draw looks like. Gotta turn the volume up a little bit so I can hear it. Almost got smoked there. That's about too slow. That should be enough for 1-up. Ah! LDD can be a bastard, so that's gonna be a 1-up though. I'll take it. 3, 5. And we're gonna take the lollipop and we're gonna run. That's where that double tap really does make a huge difference. Alright. Should have taken the sword with me, but this guy, forgot his name, but he does the hammer and then he'll give you like a nut. I'm not sure, this might be the stage where there's another 1-up and you gotta use this. So, take him. You'll need to use the hammer a couple times if you're going to get everything for 100%. See? Told you. It's not the room I was thinking it was. That might be World 4. World 5. So there we go. Three, 6. And I gotta be careful because the game will glitch on me if I use the hammer or if I use a bomb. I've had it happen. So that was the heart thumping moment right there. We're good to go. Now, I'm not gonna grab anything here, but I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do. It's a little trick you can do if you're having problems with an area. Let's try this. There we go. Okay. That sort of kind of worked. Alright, there's a little hidden area here. I'll that open. And you gotta beat this all the way. This is one of the secret rooms. So just fly, top of the screen, go. Same pattern every time. We'll get another chance at the egg here in a moment. These are dark rooms, and there's ways you can light them up. I kind of like these. They're kind of cool. You don't really need it, but I'll show you what you can do. Pretty cool, huh? So, head through. Might get hit once or twice here. Alright. And you have pretty good iframes on this, so... Hey, we're getting our stride on these in the round bonuses here. Ah. Okay, I'm gonna go back to 3-1, and you're probably asking why, but actually we will do that after we do the egg. Let's see if I can do better here. Got one up. I've got perfect before, but I just love that. Kirby being Kirby. Okay, this is what we're going to do. Level lives are being calculated here. I noticed there was one of these at the end. Let me see if I can grab it. We're going to grab him. And if you've already been in a stage, you can go exit stage. Guess what? We've still got Mr. Bomb, so we're going to move all the way up. Because this boss is rough, if you don't know what you're doing. Mr. Shine, Mr. Bright. So, let it out. And already we're down to one hit now. He'll shoot boomerangs. What makes it worse is Mr. Sun's going to do the little thing there. Ah, I missed. Alright. Got him. But trust me, when you're doing this regularly, it can be a little tricky. Because you're dealing with two things going on at the same time, and we got it. Only took one hit there, that's not bad. You only get achievement if you do it without using any ability, so. This is what I'm going to do before we start Grape Garden. I'm going to make sure the achievement are still up. Yeah, we're still good. We're still good. Alright. Again, you will not see a notification until we get through World 5. Because I made it to World 5. So, I'm not cheating or anything. Or there's nothing really wrong. It's just... I always found the music of this being a little bit too sad. They could have made it a touch happier. They could have made it like Kirby's Dream Land. We get more UFOs. These guys will attack you if you're not fast, so you gotta be ready. Okay, I thought there was something there. Oh, no. Alright, there is health here, but gotta be careful. I'll give a fun fact about these black those spike balls. You only lose one energy in Kirby's Adventure if you get hit. If you get hit on Kirby's Dream Land, it'll cost you 3. And that should refill my bar, I think. So, yeah, in Kirby's Dream Land, you do not want him. See if we can do this. Oh. Wah, wah. Alright. Oh. That was dopey. That bonus round, that in the round, that's your grits and gravy. That's where you can do really well. Let's see if we can get to 30. Because just in case things go south, I'll be ready here. The little guys will give you one, by the way. We're going big. I think I'm a little bit right. And, okay. They're probably going to throw them way over there. Yep. Yeah, this one's going to be a little touch and go here. It's hard to get them when they're over here. Yeah. We got them. Sometimes they fly off, so I don't know. That's 31. That's by far the most lives I've ever had in this game. So. Alright, 4-2, you just go up these steeples here. But. Alright, which way you going? Hey, you. Alright, actually, wait a minute, I'm gonna grab him. I'm thinking there's a boss in here. Mini boss. Nope. I don't know what I'm thinking. It's been a long time, folks. Give this old man some credit here. At least I'm trying to remember. Anyways. It's just an honor to try to reach 1,000. And, right here, another secret room. Little octopus. Octopi. Alright. This one's a little harder. If I'm playing for the people, so let's stunt. There we go. Ooh. Got through the first one. Hey, that's a win to me. And I didn't even have to do it, so. Alright. That just almost wiped him out. Do that. Let's switch back. We're gonna get him. And we're gonna blow. If I can get it, we're gonna blow his motherfucking ass up. Or almost. I got hit at the same time, so I didn't get to see his meter. There we go. Those guys are fairly easy. I'm playing on my couch, just lounging and playing here. So, yeah, my legs get a little tired, so I might take a little stretch later on. You know, I'm not going to worry about going to those places right now. We'll show you how to do this one. You'll see one of these in World 7 that's a bit more complicated, but just wait. Kirby, look at the beautiful blue sky, and there he goes. Guess what? We found another one up. We got them last time what it took to do quick draw, so that worked out. This part here, some of you might recognize this from the Nintendo World Championships for Switch. Just gotta go in here. I'm going to try to show you fast way if the lasers don't get me here. There we go. Another one up. Now, if you're speed running this, you would try to get to 7 every time. But we're halfway through World 4. By the way, World 8 is just 2 bosses, so that's pretty much it. That's kind of like half a stage. So. Oh, they gave me like the whammy, man. I didn't want to throw. Alright, we'll take him. I think I gotta fight something in here. Actually, I think it's those little guys, so... And he's gonna have a new little friend, too. Those little... That little group of minions that you saw early on. Alright, this is tricky, but I'm gonna try it. This is the bonus area and the 1-up. Voila! You just gotta keep pushing, make the turns as early as you can. We just skipped an area. How about that? And you gotta watch this guy. I don't know if our technique's gonna work here. Yeah. Yeah, this guy can be a little goofy. Oh. Usually I get killed to this guy, and I don't know fucking why. I don't know. Come on. Yes. That's a throw. That is nothing to me. Alright. Boom. There we go. That beeping sound means we are about to die. Good news is we got this buddy here. Oh boy. Alright. Yeah, there's a little area here, and the sword makes it a little bit easier. There we go. Try to keep the 1 life streak alive here. I'm going to just a second here, so hang on. Go lay on the couch a little bit here, just the mic here. Alright, I hope you can hear me, so... Yeah, my leg's a little tired. Yeah, these guys with the clubs, they're new. They can be a little annoying. They're not like the guys with the pitchforks. I like to knock them out as quick as I can, though. So, let's see. Oh, you. There we go. Okay, there we go. You can throw anything at a bomb and it will open that open. Pretty simple stuff, really. Oh. Okay, bad area to be down to 1 here. Okay. This is the tight part right here. There we go. Let me see something here. I don't know how the heck that's an active challenge. That's not supposed to be. Okay. 4-6. I will probably die here. I've said this multiple times, but this is a place I can die and you want to hit these guys far away. As far away as seemingly possible. So, oh! Yeah, all's well as ends well, I guess. Hey, I got 35 lives. Hey, cheer up. You know, this is... Hopefully we can keep it that way for a while. And I'm trying to talk and play at the same time. I can't walk or talk and shoot both guns at the same time, so I'm doing pretty good. I'm pretty blessed for that. There would have been the bonus. Life bonus there, but that's alright. Okay, yeah, I should have got something, but this guy's not too bad to deal with. Get rid of them. Let's see. Oh. Whoa. Oh. Okay. Alright, there we go. Alright, there is an order of operations to this. It's first. Think about it, if you hit the third, the explosion's going to go down to the one up and it's going to push it up, right? So there goes that. And we just earned it back. And we are not going to grab anything this round because there's a reason. I had to itch there, but that's alright. We're good right now, but here's the thing with Krakow. If I try going, and I'll try to explain this as we go. If I do not take the high jump and I just go up, he will be on me like white on rice. And that is not good. He'll still be on you. But high jump is quicker. High jump allows you to reach. And you can also use it as a weapon. I'll show you how in a second. When we get up to the top. You can go diagonal. And yes, it takes a lot of hits, but it is a safer way to do it because as long as you got one and he can spin them out, you can do it on demand. Got it. And that, we're halfway through, boys and girls. There we go. Alright. The yogurt yard. I love this world. It's fun to play. But it does get a bit harder. There's a little bonus under here, I think. No, I thought there was. Okay, might be up here. There it is. Thank you. Yeah, there it is. A little black box. We go in here. And I actually found something I can use against heavy mole. Can you guess what it is? Yep, another crash. We're going to be using that. Now, I think this is the stage where you can actually dig down and get other stuff. So... and you can actually go in this store too. You want to be careful not to slide, break too many blocks, and end up in the pit. Actually, I didn't need that because every time you hit one of those buttons, it does help you. So this is the end of 5-1. Yep, that's what I thought. We'll play the crane game. It'll give me time to chat with you a little bit. But yeah, you know, after getting 1,000, I don't know what I'm going to do, really. You know, I'm going to play more stuff for fun. I also have a Blue Sky account. I'll mention that at the end. I'm not going to, like, every day. I've been doing that since this is a big deal. You know. First miss, so that's alright. But anyways, people are wondering about my background. I once was a Twin Galaxies World Record holder. I played on Xbox. And I'll tell you, actually, 5.2 is not too bad. I'll talk more about why I left Xbox. But the classic games, that's always been my jam. So that's always been where I've been. So the thing is about it, you know, I left because the games were getting, and this is a good area. The games were getting so easy. And I feel embarrassed. You pay $2, $3, $4, $5 for a game that essentially is 5% of the game. You play through 5% of the game. And, you know, it just feels like there was no real value to it. I was in like the top 250 on there, and except for a couple little leaderboards I was top on, like the nation, even one in the world, I was not really happy with it. You know, I kind of felt like it felt half-assed, half-hearted. And I'm not saying that I did bad. No, hell no. I'm just saying that it just really was one of those things where I decided, you know what? I was on there with other accounts before, you know. I just restarted the accounts. I'll tell you why. Because I like playing through the sets again and again and again. But this is the main account I've used for a handful of years now. This is the account I'm staying with. So, wait for him to jump. Here we go. So the thing is about the name. I wanted something that was different. And by the way, my Xbox name is not my name on here. But here another one up. Okay, anyone say 40? Let's get some 40s in this bitch. I'm kidding. Prism Doggy Dog. Alright, anyways. Prismfighter. Speaking of Prismfighter, I wanted something different, and also was always fun my entire life. I had some things happen and health things when I was younger and stuff, and I was a fighter. I wanted something different. I originally thought Prismfighter, I'm like, that sounds kind of screwed up, you know, in sort of a way. And somehow with the Prism, because I like science and all that, you know, I always liked it. I even had a dream one time to become a science teacher, so, you know, I just couldn't do chemistry and physics the best. But, you know, it's a great experience. Okay. Oh, we're going to take this the rest of the way. Oh, I was trying to get in the door there. There is another hidden one here, so you want to be careful. This is not like Super Mario Brothers where you could just run across. Now here's the difference. This one has a floor. This one does not. So I'm going to have to go real fast here. Ah, this time. That's alright. Now you know exist. This is what I like about this game. There's a lot of ways to do well. And this is one good use for Parasol besides beating up enemies. I tried going through here. And you could damage boost, you could do all kinds of crazy stuff, but really I don't like. Oh, that's alright. It's going to give you a little drinky poo at the bottom, and you're good to go. Halfway home on World 5. We're going to go to 5-4. Grab that. And see, you get what's called iframes, and I want to explain that maybe to people that have never heard of it, or maybe have a little trouble grasping it. Iframe, actually I'll do that right after this fight here, because this could get a little ugly. Use the pitchfork. Send your pitchfork, there we go. And there we go. But anyways, iframes are when you get hit the game. Now there's some games that aren't nice enough to give you them. But the games that do, you essentially go, you get like a second or two where you get an opportunity. And by the way, this right here is another secret area. There you go. And this is the end of 5-4 right here. But anyways, it's a good technique to use on a lot of games. And the times vary based upon who's making the game and the engine. And, you know, there's a lot there. But it's a good strategy if you're not going for damages, achievements, which I don't think they're probably the devil, but I'm just not a big fan of them. So 5-5s. There's a little area down here. And this is so tricky to do, we're not even going to do it. But I just wanted to show you what it looks like. I'm not going to waste 10 minutes trying to get that figured out when we're not going for 100%. But if you want to go for 100%, get extra, and ultimately master this game, you're going to have to do that. It's not too hard to do, it's just I'd rather move on here. I don't know about you, this is a long time coming, I want to do it. Long time coming. Alright, I'm going to take... No. Actually, I am going to take this because this guy just jumped. Little lion here. I'll eat you up. There you go. There are enemies that like to drop from above, these little monkey looking things and stuff. You just gotta be careful. But yeah, I wanted to pick something that was happy and not as stressful. For some of you get to know me, because I know maybe some of you, I don't know how many you see, oh, Prismfighter, who's this guy? You know, I want you to see there's more behind the name, really, you know. I don't do things for ratings or money or followers, you know, I just Like being a community that loves each other, you know, for the most part. Like any relationship, there's good and bad and ugly, you know, but... Alright. I think you could take the wheel through here if you were crazy, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna double tap with Kirby here. There we go. I could have got killed if I got hit by one of those. So... Oh, didn't see that. So I'm about to say we, and I got shut up on that. This requires some work to get the button. We're gonna zoom past that. Get ready to go take on Heavy Mole. And this should be the first achievement that we'll recognize. So, here we go. Yogurt yard. Whether it's got H in it or not, I don't care. You're your own person, I tell you. So I'm going to go right in the middle here. Heavy Mole's kind of one of those bosses where the longer it goes on, the much harder it gets. Eventually, there's an end game. So you're racing against the clock. There we go. Exit stage. Remember, if you've already been in a stage, you can grab something and go back through. So, and that's important when you're going for some of these exits and stuff. So, Heavy Mole. Not too hard of a boss, it's just the pace of it. So we're going to light him up. And he moves everywhere, up, down, everywhere. And you can get hit by those little bell-looking things, those hammers. And when he opens up his hatch, you got a little bullet, smiling bullet thingy, and you do that, do that. I think we're 2 hits away. Boom. That's it. World 5 is over. And see, that's what achievement looks like when it pops up, by the way. I'm going to adjust things, so I'm going to go quiet a second here before we do Orange Ocean. I'm going to get back on my butt here. I can't sit on my rear end too long. I don't know about you guys. Oh boy. Alright, maybe a little too much information, but let's go to 6-1 here. This is Oil, oh not Oil Ocean, that's Sonic the Hedgehog. Orange Ocean. This is World 6, and I always found this world to be so pretty. I always thought as a kid in some of the parts of the stage where you had Kool-Aid, or where you had the water real orange, I always thought it was Kool-Aid. This part's hard, I'm going to warn you. So, I can go fast, but the best way to do this stage is to take it nice and slow. Take the one up, we'll take the energy, and we're going to get out of here. We are 12 regular levels, regular areas away from reaching the final stage, and we gotta be careful. Alright, I'm gonna go like that. I always thought as a kid these looked like strawberry popsicles or cherry popsicles. I don't know why. I just think it's pretty. I know some people say, oh, that's ugly now. You know. No, I think it's beautiful. And soon, Kirby's going to get into some snow big time here. So we're at 46 lives now once that Kirby's Dance for Their Money. Fortunately, I know a place across the city from my work where you do dance for your money. Not for one-ups, but for other things. Kidding. Oh. Hey. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, that's what I get for making a half-dirty joke here. Come on. But, yeah. There's a little area right here. Another one-up. This is by far the most lives I've ever had in a game Kirby's Adventure. Period. If you're wondering about the bosses to the end, and here's the thing, you're going, ooh, you got Crash, use it next stage. No, we're not going to be able to. We got to use Sword. It's Meta Knight. Meta Knight's one of the tougher bosses in the game, so. I don't have a stone, should try to keep it. It's alright. And the funny thing is they put you in one of these areas, but there's nothing even close to where you are, where the thing you need is. That's the beauty of it. Alright. Alright, we got ourselves a UFO down here. I'm going to snipe. Oh! Son of a gun. Alright, there we go. Alright, I'm just going to start running at the top and shooting when I need to. Unfortunately, you don't get to keep the UFO beyond the stage you're on. Again, like I said earlier, it's probably because to make the game more balanced. Now we get to do the ship stage. Arg. You ready for a bad joke? Well, what do pirates say when they get hit in the crotch? Menards. Actually, for some of you who don't get it, there's a store in our area called Menards. You split it, it's Menards, and it's cute. I don't think it's a dad joke. I think it's funnier and shit. Oh. Whoopsie. Oh, this guy's a little hyped up here. Alright, let's try it again. There we go. There is a secret area. Well, check it out if you want to, since we're going to put the clip here. I think there might even be something I can use down here. I think it's right in here. We'll find it. There we go. I missed the one up. Actually, you can try for it again. It's so hard to get. Actually, you need a laser. That is very haphazard. So we're gonna go up. See, that's so pretty. I always thought this was like Kool-Aid when I was a kid. You know, it was so cool. But having your own imagination, that's what gaming is about. You know, to me, it's not about trying to get millions of people to watch you or telling them to pound or subscribe, hit that subscribe button or whatever. Or people in a theater bringing a lot of chicken screaming chicken jockey. To me, it's about just the experience. It doesn't have to be that you understand the story or want to care about the story. It's the symphony that your fingers and your mind have. I know that sounds a bit corny, but it is. And sometimes, as you've seen, you know, in World 4, sometimes you're going to hit a sour note and die or something. But that's the beauty of it. You get to determine what happens. And That's what makes it interesting. And the real thing about playing for real is, you know, having a chance. And, you know, and I'm going to tell you, playing both on Xbox and especially on here has taught me a lot about, there we go, about how to really understand what my abilities really are and not to give up all the time as much. And I never really was someone to give up. It's just sometimes I got a little more aggravated and I shows. But at the end of the day, it makes you better. Oh, yep. I knew I was host on that one. Alrighty. We're gonna head up. Alright, last area. You gotta try to stay in the middle. I think I'll get hit. I'll get hit by one here, but there we go. And whee! All the way down. And boom. There's a 48th life. Not bad, not bad at all. Now we get to go into the snow area. 5556 oceans can have ice. So there you go. This one can be hard because you got all the friggin' laser guys here. Come on. Alright, cool. Oh, that was a bad idea. Ooh, man, we need that for shiznit here. Alright. And this will kill these three guys. As soon as I forget, I can... Remember, I can hit that. If people wonder about points in this game, you can easily in World 2 max out your score if you got a lot of time on your hands. Score doesn't really mean a terrible lot. There's a 1-up, I'm gonna grab it. Yeah, this is the trickiest here. One of the trickiest ones to get here. But we're not gonna do it. Now, I think I'm going to start getting a little more excited once we get to the end of World 7, know what's at stake here. I'll tell you a funny thing that happened today. Actually, two things that happened. First, one of the games, I think it was Splatoon, they actually came off a new version. People made new achievements for them. I think there might be some under here. Hang on. I'm thinking there might be. Yeah, you gotta have fire for that, so we're not gonna deal with that. But anyways, it took away a bean, so I was at 997. I did Fable, the Fable remake. Wait for another one here. Which got me the GVC remake, which is cool, especially because it has, like, I don't really play Fable, but it's really cool that they put some Game Boy Color game. But it's a short, very short little demo. I got it. I couldn't find what I needed for Splatoon at the time, so I was like, I gotta be careful. If I get hit here, I could die. So I went, you know what? I remember I had, alright, now we can try to get two for here. Oh, baby! That felt damn good right there. Alright, we're gonna go through here. But anyways, yeah, So I played through Puzzle Bobble. Because that was a game that had, ironically, the same situation, but I forgot to go back to it. So I beat that. I even made it through 17 stages. I think I made it through 23 once. A long time ago. Way before RA, but... Made through 17, there was an achievement for making through 15 without using continue, so... Nice 25-pointer. And here we are. And then, if that's not enough, Mother Nature earlier was showing her teeth, and we didn't have like tornado or anything here. It was kind of like borderline severe thunderstorm. So I'm filming this a couple hours later than planned, but hey, we're still getting to do it. By the way, we have 50 lives. I only have 4 health, but we're going to give this a shot. This is Meta Knight. I have to grab this, and this is one big sword fight. I might have to get quiet, but the thing is, you gotta find him, and when he goes down, I can hit him. And then you want to kind of break it up a little bit. I kind of half remember what to do against him. I'm waiting for him to kind of jump up and down on me. Here. Ah. He is tricky. I have to say the toughest bosses in the game are the orb after you beat DD, this, DD, and Nightmare in that order. It kind of became an energy race. Be gone! And there we go. We'll get our achievement for 6. World 7 is more of, okay, let's put everything together. Let's put a bunch of the same enemies together. Well, let's make 7 to a gauntlet. So yeah. 7's kind of weird. I love 7.6 though. And can't wait for you to see 7.6 if you've never seen it before. It's fun. There's another one up, but we're not going to worry about it. This part can get a little bit messy. So I'm going to try to get to fire. I think there's a fireballs come up here somewhere. Actually, it feels kind of cool for May here, by the way, as I'm filming this. May 2025. It's around 60 degrees. Had a little bit of hail here, nothing to like damage, but probably the size of a pea, size of a little BB gun pellet. Alright, I'm gonna take the bottom so that I don't disturb those guys. There we go. And actually, we're going to try a little something different for 7.2. Not going to go for the achievement for it, but I'm going to show you a way maybe some of you've never seen it before. Oh, yeah. Got to do, that's alright. 5 regular stages, and 3 bosses remain. There is, I think, secret room, here it is. I have to complete it without getting hit. The secret route here. And without using anything. Oh! This guy's hyper. Somebody take him off the Red Bull. Oh! Actually, let me check the condition here. No damage, no copy abilities. And actually, we're going to get an achievement anyways, a pretty lucrative one too. Maybe not lucrative in points, but lucrative in everything else. This guy's on PCP or something, man. You crazy. Raided the sugar cabinet. Now we get super hyper version of him. Ah, almost got hit. Oh, that's a hit. That's all right. We're still going to get the bonus room though, so that's a good ass reward there. Yeah, witty. Oh shit. Bad timing. That is not bad. It's despicable. Yeah, kitty. Here. There we go. And we get to go to one more little area here. That's it. Seven 3. See, I told you there's a theme. We got little sleepy guys that start. And then we got little rooms later on that got different stuff. Maybe 7-4. I don't know. 7-3 or 7-4. There's one area that has crashes, and you can bet who we're going to use it on. We're going to use it on Dee Dee's sorry ass. But yeah. Oh, lolly. Oh, yeah. There we go. Seven 4. Here we go. I always found this room to be one of the harder rooms in the game. There's a lot of enemies. And This is the little mini rooms I was telling you about. I got balls. Little monkey guys. Ooh. Ah! Bad miss. Again, we're not going for 100%, and only 100% gives you extra mode, gives you some extra little things, jukebox and all that. We're not going to deal with that. The boss rush. So it's not like you get another part of the story that's better or anything. It's just the way it is. Oh! Okay. All right. Two rooms to go, and then we are 3 bosses away from being the 17th person in the all category in hardcore mode to ever do it. And this is where we're going to get our crash here. So easy to get hurt here. Yeah. Narf. Okay, we got it. Oh, should have saved one of those. Ah, crap. Told you it's been a while. Don't need a wheel. Let's go. Definitely don't wheel here. Now, where the big star is pointing on, that one's pointing down. That Kirby's staring at, you will go down. Up goes up. Down goes down. This is... Now, I will say this. This is the toughest round. I remember this one now. And not always for good. Up. Down. You get hit in midair, you're pretty much a goner. So you gotta be careful. There we go. There is a little bonus there. That's the hardest one to do. Okay, that's 7-5 in the books. I love 7-6. 7-6 is really cool. It's like Kirby's Dreamland. You'll see here. See, even your score and everything turns monochrome, you know, like a Game Boy. It's cool. So this is World 1, Greens from Game Boy. They kind of edited and mushed it all together. There's a secret in this one, I'll show it to you. I think it's the same secret as in Dreamland. There we go. There's a 1-up and there's some energy in here. Pardon me, you had a hiccup there. Now this is the tropical stage. I forgot the name of it off the top of my head. I got ahead, that's alright. This is the end of World 3, and while I go get this, let the coconut go down. I'll see if there's a room here. Nope. There is a room on Dreamland. So, if I remember right. There we go. And this is Bubbly Clouds, I think is the stage here. Get through a first portion of that. Sorry about that. I had itch in my eye, so I just took one for D. Okay, this is the last area. I think there's one in here. Nope. No, it's up here. It's the only one I know about. You fly above the exit, and you go in where the moon is. That opens up a Star Warp area, which we do not need. And we're done. That was the last regular real platforming stage of the game. It is all fight now. Actually, I do have to go in 7.5 though, and get a crash real quick. There we go. DD. Actually, DDD is his name, but everybody calls him DD. King DD will not know what the heck's coming. And then I'll explain what DD does, and he's kind of unpredictable. Alright. DD, sometimes he'll fly up, he'll do that number. Sometimes he'll do the little smackdown thing there. Sometimes he'll suck him. He sucks you in, he'll spit you out, you lose a bar. And as soon as you do something, he'll fly out, because sometimes he'll suck you in, but he does that sometimes too. He is a bit unpredictable. So you want to stay distant and just read what he's doing. He'll trip sometimes. See, I think he's going to trip. No, he's going below. Trip or below is only two things. He's going to trip that time. Okay. Oh, that's alright. That's alright. Whoa, whoa, didn't see. Oh, almost paid for that one. The real thing about DD is trying to stay a step ahead. That's what makes him difficult. If you try to predict doing something when he does something, forget it. Like that, I knew he'll stop at the end. Now on Kirby's Dream Land, he won't do that. He'll just whack you. You don't care. I think sometimes he'll whack you on this version too, but I'll know it when I see it. This is where that double left, double right helps a little bit. You see smoke coming from Kirby's feet there. That's how you know you did it. Not bad, only one hit. And that is it. What? I still got one more hit. Oh my god. I've never seen the meter go like that. Oh my god. That's new. I've played this game about 30 years and I have never seen that. I think it's because I've never taken a bomb to... There we go. Tim. Okay, I'm going to turn this up a little bit here. Found the dreams. Okay. There's two bosses here. You have the orb guy. It's going to be like a hell shooter, shoot 'em up kind of thing. And then we'll get to go get Nightmare, who's a vampire. So. Here we go. I'm going to get quiet. This guy can be insane. If you're not fast enough, he will kill you. Go around space and you'll scrunch. Okay, those are a switch. Yeah. Got him. And you gotta collect the star. But what happens is he'll leave, and then there'll be a wall come up from the bottom, a floor, and he'll die. Here we go, folks. Get hype. This is for number 1,000. Oh, I'm getting nervous now. Oh my god. This boss is not that bad. Just gotta relax here. As many times before, man. Just do it. So he'll open, and when you see little sparkles, that's when you can hit him. Well, I'm having issues right now. The tornado's the easier way to hit him. And he'll open. If you can hit the back way, you can do that too. Duck. Oh. Not doing well in that part. I think you go straight back to him, I'm not sure. Oh. Alright, he's going to start doing this backwards, so our jumps are going to have to be a little more precise. Can I make it? Oh, no. I was too slow. I was thinking he was going to be in the middle. That's alright. We got 56 lives. Usually I don't get killed by him, but once in a while he gets me, and I had half health, so... And I was a little rusty, but I think we got this now. Now, good old-fashioned energy race now. Now, when he starts doing the tornado thing with his whole body, we'll start doing it backwards in a second. Upside down. Got him. That's it! But it's not it until it comes up. That's it! And King Dedede was doing it for good. But real quick, I want to check. There it is. 1,000. Woo! Oh my goodness. And there's the bean medal. Oh my goodness. While some of you are reading over this, I just want to say, man, this was fun. That's the most fun I've had doing this in a long time, man, I tell you. Not just the accomplishment, but just everything. So, real quick, you know, you're not going to see too much. You're going to see, you know, hey, Kirby, help me, and all that. So, I just want to thank some people. I want to thank my mom and dad for getting me this game when I was a kid. I'm sorry, I'm about to lose it. I'm sorry. Keep it together. I want to thank everybody who I've ever been associated with who helped me find a true love for gaming. Not just my family, you know, my cousins and my friends, but everybody. I thank you all, and I also want to thank RA for being such a great community. I want to thank, of course, I'm going to thank the developers of this set. That's Scootaloo, PGJ 1997 Nom stuff for doing their parts on this set. I want to thank everybody who's been supportive. It's great to have a community that really cares about its players and pushes their players harder. And there's a lot of players who've been inspirational to me over the years. I want to thank them: Maximilian, Sarconius, Amir, a guy who is one of the best damn arcade emulation players I've ever seen, PVH. You know, people I've seen speedrun, you know, I mean, some of them motivate me to try new things, you know. Liz Star, who's a great developer now. Sky Bills, Author Blues. And if I missed your name, you know, y'all are part of this, and I can't thank everyone enough. It's been a great journey, and I hope you enjoy watching this because, you know, I just have a joy for stuff like this. You know, it's not all about winning, and I keep a full-time job, and I did this on the side, and it's hard. But it's about beating the advantage, beating the odds. And here we are. And it is the end. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'm going to take a well-deserved break. I did about 200 beans in the last month and a half on Poop, so take a little time off. Maybe play one or two things I like, but anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching this, and just keep achieving, keep going for things, and I'll see you down the road. Thanks.